Tired of hunting through Salesforce setup just to create a custom object? Here is the exact 11-click path to get it done fast. No more getting lost in endless menus. No more guesswork. By the end of this walkthrough, you will go from not knowing where to start to building your own custom object in just a few minutes. Let me show you exactly how. All right, here is the plan. We are going to start from the Quick Settings menu. Open up Advanced Setup, then use the Object Manager to create and configure your brand new custom object. I will walk you through every single click so you can follow along right in your own org. So, first things first, look at the top right corner of your Salesforce screen for the gear icon. That is your Quick Settings menu. Go ahead and click it. This little gear is the starting point for just about any configuration you want to do in Salesforce, so get comfortable finding it. Now, right after you click that gear, you will see a drop-down with a few options. You want the one that says Open Advanced Setup. Click on that. This will pop you over to the full setup area, which is where all the heavy lifting happens. In my experience, this is the spot where most people start to feel a bit overwhelmed, but we are going straight to the right place. Once you are inside setup, you need to find the Object Manager. It is usually near the top of the left-hand navigation, but if you cannot spot it, just type Object Manager into the Quick Find box. Go ahead and click on it. This is your command center for everything related to objects, records, and fields. Now that you are in the Object Manager, look for a button on the top right that says Create. Click it. This button is your gateway to adding something completely new to your Salesforce database. It is a small button, so keep your eyes peeled. A drop-down will appear. From that list, click on Custom Object. This is the option that tells Salesforce you want to build something from scratch, not just modify something that already exists. And here is the really important part. We are now entering the configuration stage. This is where you define what your object actually is. First up, you need to add a label. This is the singular name that users will see everywhere in the user interface. For example, if you are tracking something like a project, you would just type in project. Keep it clear and user-friendly. Right below that, you are going to add the Plural label. This is the name that shows up on tabs and list views when there are multiple records. So if your label was project, your Plural label would just be projects. Salesforce actually tries to guess this for you, but double-check it to make sure it is right. Next comes the object name. This one is a little different. This is the API name that developers and integrations use to reference your object in code. It is usually a single word with no spaces. Salesforce will autofill this from your label, and you can usually leave it as is. Just make sure it is something clean and recognizable. Now, pay attention to this one. You also need to add a record name. This is the default name that appears for every single record you create. You want something that makes sense for your users. If you are tracking projects, you might just call it project name. It is the text that shows up in lookup fields and search results, so make it descriptive. You will see a drop-down right next to the record name field labeled Data Type. This determines what kind of information the record name holds. For most cases, you are going to want to leave it as text. That way your users can type in whatever name they want. Click on that drop-down and select Text if it is not already chosen. And that is it for the configuration. Almost done here. Scroll to the bottom of the page and click the blue Save button. Give Salesforce just a second to process everything, and there you go. You have just created your very own custom object. From hunting through menus to confidently building your own custom object in just a few minutes, now you know exactly where to go and what to click every single time. If you found this helpful, make sure to stick around for more Salesforce quick tips.